Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. Thank you so much for being with us. We're looking today at how bodily systems show creation. So bodily systems are our body and creation. Thanks for being here. Do check out our other videos. Please subscribe, hit the bell notification, and share with your friends, family, church family. So we're in Brother Molenpaul's book, Creation versus Evolution. He was a scientist, great guy, knew him well, just unbelievable guy. And so he goes into, in this book, we just use it kind of as a discussion starter, use some various bullet points from it, the digestive system. So it prepares food so the body can use it and eliminates non-used substances. If you think about that, obviously, they couldn't have evolved teeth, tongue, esophagus, gastric acid, stomach, colon, another colon, separation of waste, nutrients. Yeah, that is something God created. It's an entire process. The 32 teeth, including 4 wisdom teeth, are the hardest material in the body, breaking and tearing food into small pieces. Saliva in the mouth moistens food and starts digestion by the use of enzymes. Water is very important for the digestive and circulatory system. About 62% of our weight is water. Our mouth and throat get dry and tell us we need water. The stomach stores food and produces enzymes that digest food. The stomach must dissolve food and yet not dissolve itself. That's a very important point. The acid in the stomach would eat the varnish off a kitchen table in seconds. The pancreas and small intestine also produce enzymes. The liver produces bile, which helps the intestine absorb fats, get rid of anything in food that could make us sick. The liver also stores vitamins and iron. If the liver quits, we're dead within 8 to 24 hours. Cells, now this is neat, in the walls of the small intestine absorb food and the blood carries it to all parts of the body. The large intestine absorbs water and other liquids, and the rectum moves the solid waste out of the body. And then we come to the urinary system, which is kind of related, removes urea and other waste products from the body in liquid urine. The blood carries the waste to the kidneys, which in turn remove waste products and water from the blood. The liquid passes through the ureter to the bladder. Urine is stored in the bladder till it passes from the body through the urethra. Now we come to the lungs, the respiratory system. What this does is it brings air into the body and removes carbon dioxide through the process of breathing. Now you'll notice how all of this just shows the intricate nature of creation and the impossibilities of evolution, because these systems not only work individually, they work in conjunction with the other systems in our body. Oxygen is needed to break down food and release energy. We breathe air through the nose. The spaces behind the nose warm, moisten, and filter the air. It reaches the lung where oxygen enters the blood and carbon dioxide leaves it and helps all the plants. Carbon dioxide passes out of the body through the nose. Carbon dioxide forms a waste product when foods are broken down. The carbon dioxide forms as a waste product. The body works by burning, and burning food requires oxygen. The respiratory system works because the muscles of the chest and diaphragm contract to enlarge the chest. So even that, the lungs, the nose, everything working together, the rib cage. And then the lungs are pulled out by the enlarged chest. They suck in air. Sneezing gets rid of a large speck of pollen or dust in the nose. I want to even just bring out another system. I mean, even like your eyelashes are just perfect to keep dust out of the eye. Words are formed by the vocal cords, producing a wide range of sounds that are modified by the tongue, teeth, lips, and movements of the cheek. The human voice can produce notes ranging from the lowest great E to the highest C. The unaided human voice has been heard as far away as 6 miles. Remember, Ben Franklin used to like listening to Whitfield from a mile away or something. The protruding chin of the human allows room for considerably more freedom of the tongue. Thus, we make far more sounds than any animal. Now we come to the circulatory system. And that includes the heart, a 1-pound organ which pumps blood through the arteries to all parts of the body. The blood carries food, oxygen, and waste products to all the cells, all throughout. The heart beats on average 70 times each minute, 100,000 times a day. To move blood, get this, 168 million miles around the body. If my calculations are correct, the heart beats over 2 billion times in a lifespan of 70 years. What pump designed by man can boast this kind of record without an overhaul? So then you've got platelets, capillaries, veins, arteries, intermixed with nervous system, muscles, and all of this. And then you have the nervous system, and that has 3 parts: the central nervous system, which includes the brain and the spinal cord, the peripheral nervous system, and then the automatic nervous system, the bladder, the heart, the adrenal glands, the sweat glands. The human brain weighs less than 3 pounds and is carefully packed in the case called the skull. And just all kinds of stuff. I won't go into all of that, but there's so much there. And then you come to the reproductive system, which male and female obviously are different, and that had to occur simultaneously, not the hopeful monsters as some in the evolutionary community have postulated, the punctuated equilibrium, so to speak. And then even mother's milk gives evidence for design because of the concentration of nutrients needed. So much. And he goes into instructions, and that the Bible contains the instructions how to live. So our different systems of our body show conclusively that there is a creator, as Paley showed us many hundreds of years ago, a couple hundred anyhow. See you later. God bless. Bye-bye.